Welcome to another sort of Dakar Diaries, the run up to Dakar 2021. And this video is all about the bike and what myself and the bike will carry on the rally. It's a 2021 KTM factory rally. It's absolutely, it's beautiful. I've spent many hours in the garage looking at it. Yeah, it's as close as you're going to get to Toby Price's, Sam Sunderland's Dakar winning bikes. Yeah, it's beautiful. Now, straight away out the gate, I've put Michelin. I've got a Michelin Desert front on from Enduro Tires and Michelin UK, which is amazing to have their support. On the rear, I've done about 6 hours on this one. It's a Baja rear, but I will be using the Desert Race because in my class I'm not restricted to tires, so I can take more tires than for each day if I needed to, but that's not achievable. And yeah, so it's running, and I actually did 100k odd road book as well, which was cool to get back into the swing of things of using a road book. And here at Wim Motors Academy it's the perfect place to do roadbook training and enduro training. So I mean, yeah, it's beautiful, and the weather's pretty good. Much better than UK at the moment for sure, and that's another reason why I'm here is to get away from that Welsh weather and do some proper training on the bike I'm going to be riding. So yeah, let's talk about it straight away. The fuel, you've got 7 litres tank both sides on the front, and then the subframe at the rear is actually the fuel tank, the whole fuel tank, and it takes 30 litres in total. There is 2 fuel pumps as well, so you've got the one fuel pump up there for the rear and one down here for the front, and that's changed by the switch here. So rear, front, and then you've got 2 fuel lights so you know when you're running out. Me personally, I try and drain the rear first, but I don't drain it fully. I probably do about half in the rear and then switch over to the front, and then so the bike's more even, and then because it's very heavy, 30 litres of fuel sloshing around is super heavy. So yeah, you do need to manage that, and some of the days you need to do 250k between fuel stops, so that it has that range flat out in the desert. So that's the fuel side of things. Navigation side of things is this beautiful carbon fiber tower, independent from the steering, so it stays where it is. I said I've just done a road book here. So this one is controlled by this switch, and speed, time, distance, and so I'll have this one for Dakar on speed, and this one on the distance, and this one on cap, because a lot of the road book you'll do cap, so that will be controlled, and the road book scrolls through by this thumb switch here. On the front here behind, we've got first aid, so we've got a beacon, distress beacon, flare, a Siloom, and a first aid kit. That's all on the tower, fixed. Hopefully I won't need to use any of that. Got some buggies coming in, look. Yeah, they've been doing a bit of road training straight up onto the truck. Brilliant. Straight away, Monsters of Dirt have created a beautiful artwork for the bike, and thank you very much to Ricky and Charlotte there. The bike looks absolutely amazing, and I have ridden it now. I've done 5 hours on the bike, so it's running, it's ready to ride. Just moved inside, the buggies are back from a little bit of road book training. So the other thing is we're going to move down here. We've got a emergency water, so 3 litres of water has got to be carried, and so that's at the bottom on the sump plate. it's not going to be very nice to drink, so you may as well put something exciting in there if you're in dire need. But yeah, you may as well put coffee in there because it's going to be pretty warm down there if you really do need it. So this bracket here is for the Unic, so it's the Dakar's system they use, which will then talk to the ERTFs. They will tell this one the waypoints and the actual distance you're traveling through, and another way of the organisers knowing exactly where you are. Here we have the Sentinel, so that gives that audio warning if someone's going to pass you, but it's not automatic, so they've got to trigger that, and some cars don't. They like to surprise you, but yeah, that will give an audio, and also this year that will give you an audio warning if there's a danger coming up. So that's a new thing they've introduced this year. Inside this bit you can see a load of wires here. This is where the Iratrack system goes, so that will be a system that Dakar can use to know exactly where you are, and you can then talk back to the organisers via buttons. It may say something like, do you need help? Yes, no. Basically that is, and then they will send a helicopter if needed, or can help you. So yeah, that's the Dakar system which will go there. A little modification we've done is Wim here at Wim Motors has said about the socks going over the forks, the neoprene. For Malmoto and for the originals, we want to eliminate any time messing around doing things. So fork seals is one. So we're trying to eliminate the dirt getting into the fork seals, and yeah, make sure we don't have to clean them. You see here as well, we've got a little piece of chain. We've got 7 links of chain, and I'll carry 2 split links as well, so that can get you out of most trouble damaging the chain. On the rally bike is actually really cool. There's take the seat off, and under the seat got a few things. First, jump leads. I did actually use these last time. There is a little bit of power being drawn from the bike, so there is the potential of coming to your bike one day and having a flat battery. So this or a little jump starter. So these are the old faithfuls there. A little bit of fuel hose with connections, so you can basically fuel up from another bike or give someone fuel, which is nice and easy to do. And we've got, how cool is this? A carbon fiber toolbox. So let's see what's inside the toolbox. So the toolbox can come straight out, and see there, it's a good use of space. It's a bit of an empty space, and look at that shock, that's beautiful. The new Explore Pro from WP. I digress. Yeah, it's super cool, lightweight toolbox, and let's see what's in it. So inside, I've got 2, just in case I have a problem with a moose. I've then got 2 moose levers, and it's got a 21 and a 32, a 17 and a 27 on that, so you can help others, even though mine's a 32. That one's a lightweight 32, alley one. Inside, then we've got the standard KTM toolkit. I've just tightened everything up and kept it together with a few things. I've added a few tools, a little ratchet and a long extension, because most of what can potentially go wrong is behind the tank, and there's a really deep hole to get the tank off. So that's why I've got an extra long extension there, some spanners, various sockets, most of these, and again the KTM sockets, spark plug tool, some small Allen keys, and that pretty much there can yeah, you can get yourself out of a lot of trouble there. Going through, we've got 2 toe straps wrapped up as tight as possible. Usually I'd have them quite accessible. Some people strap them on in places. I might do that in a bit. And I've got a chain tool. So a chain tool that can break a chain. You can't rivet or anything, that's why I've got the split links, but it's really handy to have a chain tool. And then we have to carry a spark plug. And also in here is some e-metal, some epoxy metal repair, So if you do put a hole in a case or anything metal, you can usually repair quite a lot with that stuff. And a bit of lock wire, which can get yourself out of trouble. There's about 1.5 meters in there, so I might carry a little bit more, but that's, as you see it, that's what we've got on the bike. Another thing we try and eliminate working on our bike is doing nut and bolt checks. So if we can lock wire as many nuts and bolts that will come loose potentially, that just does, yeah, saves us time. So like I said, a lot of things that can go wrong are under the tank, so it's good to get the tank off and have a look what's behind there. So yeah, the throttle cable runs, all the electrical connections, the fuel hose connections. So yeah, it's a very compact. We've got the fuse box here. Yeah, it's all pretty much underneath the tank, so it's good practice to get the tanks off, and also where we can store things. So there we have it, what's on the bike. The bike, I know it's very brief, it is an amazing machine, and it is very different to my last one. It feels very nimble, and I'm excited. I'm really excited now to start riding it. We're packing up to go to the Marseille, to the boat. So there you have it. That was filmed a bit of time ago. I am now in Jeddah, in Saudi Arabia. So please keep subscribing, follow my journey. I've got hopefully, if the Wi-Fi lets me, I can upload another video of the journey here before Dakar starts on the 3rd in 4 days.